fans have the call.
Seahawks, Raiders.
Hey, what's going on, Raider fans and Madden 15 fans? This is going to be my second video for Connected Franchise. The Oakland Raiders are going to be playing the Seattle Seahawks at Oakland Coliseum in Oakland, California. Dennis Allen and the Raiders are trying to capitalize and get some momentum going on for this brand new team. We got a lot of veterans mixed in, and we got some young players. We're going into this game 2-1. We got Taiwan Jones stretching out in the backfield, ready to return the kick. It's a sold-out game tonight. We have the Super Bowl champs from last season. Everybody's dying to see Terrell Pryor play against the Oakland Raiders today. This is the first time that he will be playing against the Raiders since being drafted in 2011. He has never played the Oakland Raiders, and now it's tonight. Taiwan Jones takes it out and runs out to the left side, gets to about the 33. And tonight we're going to be seeing a lot of Derek Carr from Fresno State. We want to see what he's bringing to the table. We're not going to be showing Matt Schaub tonight, and Matt McGloin and Derek Carr are getting 2 quarters each. So Derek Carr on his first possession, he's about to kick it off. 1st and 10 Raiders. Snaps back, throws it out to our captain Marcel Reese. Doesn't get much on the play. Now the captain Marcel Reese needs to be utilized more. 3 yards on that play. He ends up throwing it over for a 1st down to Rod Streeter. Rod Streeter's looking out to break out this year. Now we are at the 47-yard line. Derek Carr trying to get something going here. Needs to show that he is better than Matt McGloin. Maurice Jones-Drew, loss of yards, pitches it outside. Maurice doesn't get anything. It's 2nd and 15. Derek Carr ends up connecting for a 1st down, about 16 yards on the play to Michael Rivera. Michael Rivera also trying to beat out David Osbury. David Osbury is actually very athletic, but he's actually been battling injuries. 1st and 10 on their 43. Carr's trying to find someone, and he finds James Jones. James Jones' first catch of the day for about another 15 yards. They are now at the 28-yard line. Derek Carr throwing a nice sharp pass to James Jones. Sherman, everyone's there. The Legion of Boom. Carr is ending up throwing a screen out to Maurice Jones-Drew, and it ends up hitting him right in the face. So Dennis Allen's on the sideline observing Derek Carr's every move. Carr slings back, and he ends up finally getting Maurice Jones-Drew, and Maurice Jones is at the 10-yard line, and he almost gets him for a touchdown, but Maurice is nearly there. Derek Carr's trying to find Maurice again on a slant, and he ends up picking up about 4 yards. We do a no huddle. Derek Carr is determined to get into this end zone right now. He's going to be hiking it off. 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Derek Carr slings back, and he hits Michael Rivera for the first touchdown of the day. It's 7-0. Michael Rivera gets his first touchdown. Everybody's going crazy and having a great time here at O.Co. That was nicely executed. Derek Carr has pretty much scored on his first drive with the ball. Good impressions with the coaching staff. And Michael Rivera is loving it, having a fun time out there. Now Russell Wilson, he comes back and he gets sacked and already fumbles it. First play of the game, Russell Wilson fumbles the ball. Russell Wilson was not having a good time today at the game. He gets sacked once again. Pat Sims is about to have a breakout year this year. Pat Sims already has about 5 sacks this preseason. Russell Wilson trying to get something going on 3rd and 16, and he's running out to the side, and he gets sacked once again. This time by DJ Hayden, last year's draft pick. He's been battling out injuries, being on the POP list, but he is trying to fight and trying to show that he is worth that early draft pick, and he ends up sacking Russell Wilson for another 4-yard loss. Anyways, we get the ball punted back to us. 1st and 10. Derek Carr still has the ball. Cocks back, and he hits David Osbury, actually. David Osbury's back in the game right now, and David Osbury picks up a 1st down for us, 10 yards on the pass from Derek Carr, and look at him, he's doing the bird, trying to figure out what is going to happen next. 1st and 10. Derek Carr on the 34 slings it out to Darren McFadden, and Darren McFadden runs out to the side with the power with the HD stretch. Darren McFadden looking to capitalize, get some points on the board for us. He loves to cut out to the right side. Darren McFadden also trying to prove that he is worth the starting running back on this team. Derek Carr now has it at the 21-yard line, and he flings it out to Marcel Reese, our captain, and Marcel Reese trucks down but gets stopped right about the 9-yard line. Derek Carr hands off to Darren McFadden, and Darren McFadden scores. Touchdown, Oakland Raiders. Darren McFadden is in for the touchdown. It is now 14-0, and it's only the first quarter. Darren McFadden finds the blocks and gets taken down right into the end zone. He's also having a really good preseason. He's been putting in more work than Maurice Jones-Drew so far, so it's looking good for Darren McFadden this season. 2 carries so far, 22 yards today, and he's got 1 touchdown. 13 yards was on that on that play, and nearly intercepted. Russell Wilson was still having trouble finding his receivers. Carlos Rogers right there to back it up. 2nd and 10, and he gets sacked again. This time by Antonio Smith. Antonio Smith is coming after that ass. Dennis Allen is looking down at the field, loving it. 3rd and 17. Russell Wilson's trying to get a first down for the Seahawks, and they do not get the first down, Raider Nation. They end up punting the ball. We have the ball at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10, Oakland Raiders. Derek Carr still has the ball. 2 minutes left in the quarter. Cocks back and tries to throw a bomb out to Rod Streeter, seeing what he's made of, but he goes up against a good receiver, and it was a little overthrown. 2nd and 10, Michael Rivera gets a 15-yard pass. Ends up putting us on the 38-yard line. Derek Carr trying to make something happen, and he ends up rolling out to the side, and he gets Darren McFadden for the first down. He's got some agility. He's fresh out of college. He knows what's going on with running the ball, and Darren McFadden is still running all over this Seahawks defense. Ends up getting nearly 17 yards on the play. We're on their 35. Darren McFadden gets slinged out again and almost picks up. He does pick up a first down. Another 12 yards on that pickup. We're on the 24-yard line. 1st and 10. Derek Carr trying to find something, and he ends up. Oh, actually, Matt McGloin. Matt McGloin's in right here. This is actually, that was the first play of the 2nd quarter. Matt McGloin's in. Sorry, I did not see that, guys. Matt McGloin ends up nearly throwing an interception right into the end zone, but ended up getting the ball dropped. Matt McGloin cocks back and hits Greg Little for the touchdown. Greg Little, fresh from the Browns. We ended up claiming waivers off him about a month ago, and he is making himself right at home, walks right into the end zone, and flexes right to the black hole. Loving it. From the dog pound to the black hole. He's loving life right now. 1st and 15. Ends up running it up and nearly getting a first down. 2nd and 6. I end up going to DJ Hayden for the different kind of camera. Nothing happens. 3rd and 10. On their 24, Russell Wilson still trying to get something going, and he ends up. Oh, actually, that was Terrell Pryor. Terrell Pryor is in, and he gets hurt. Terrell Pryor ends up getting hurt. He's on the floor. The first time in Oakland. What an embarrassment right now. We're going to show him on the sidelines, just taking it easy. Terrell Pryor was already hurt. The first time since he's been hurt this preseason is in Oakland. How ironic. He's sipping Gatorade, chilling, and he's pissed off. Anyways, we get the ball back, 44-yard line, 1st and 10. McGloin pitches it out to Darren McFadden, and Darren McFadden is doing a stiff arm. He gets nearly 20 yards on that play. We are on their 40. Darren McFadden's having a great afternoon so far here in Oakland. We end up throwing it right up the middle to our captain, Marcel Reese. 2nd and 2. Nearly intercepted again by the Legion of Boom. Matt McGloin's having a little bit issues throwing the ball down the field. He ends up throwing a screen to DMC, and he gets batted down. This defense was intense. I end up trying to go for a field goal right here. Janikowski, this should be in his range. Not a far kick, and he ends up missing the damn kick right to the right, and he ends up missing again. He's had some troubles this offseason, so far during preseason, guys. We have to have Janikowski making it good. Ends up getting the ball right where we left off. They end up not getting anything on that Tavares Jackson is in for Terrell Pryor right now. 2nd and 11. Tavares Jackson's trying to make something happen, and he does. He ends up hitting his receiver for a 3-yard gain, I think I want to say 4-yard gain. 3rd and 8. Trying to make something happen, and he does. He hits right up the middle. Ends up getting about a 20-yard pass. He's on their 39. 1st and 10, Seattle Seahawks, 21-0. Ends up hitting right there, and he ends up getting another first down, nearly. 2nd and 1. Ends up throwing it out, and they end up actually running the ball on me pretty well right here. They like to get in the wildcat formation, and he ends up trying to run it, and he gets sacked again by Pat Sims. Pat Sims is about to be on a major breakout season this year, and we are doing a great job with defense. Our secondary's pumped up. Usama Young loving life right now. He just came back from an injury. And Tavares Jackson ends up hitting it with a missed tackle by Kalika Maeva. And the injury timeout, he ends up hurting him. Kalika Maeva, we have a different camera on this. 1st and 15, 2 minutes left. They're trying to get into the end zone. Can the Seattle Seahawks make it into the end zone? Or Chimby Checkwall with the stop. We're trying to prevent a touchdown, and we nearly intercept the ball. Incomplete pass. Miles Burris having fun out there. The Seattle Seahawks kick a field goal, and it is 1 minute and 54 seconds left in the second quarter. Matt McGloin hits David Osbury real fast for a quick first down. Matt McGloin's trying to rub it in their face. He's trying to get something going here. He's trying to outdo Derek Carr right now. 1st and 10, Oakland Raiders on our 34-yard line. He kicks it out to Darren McFadden, and Darren McFadden doesn't get anything on the run. 2nd and 9, McGloin clocks back, and he throws an interception. Ends up getting an interception right at our 39-yard line. That was into double coverage. Wasn't looking good for us at that time. And they end up getting a 2-yard gain by Tavares Jackson. He's trying to find something down the field, and he does. I'm in zone coverage. Usama Young with the tackle. 3rd and 3. 1 minute left before halftime, and we end up getting pressure. They don't get anything on the ball. They have to pretty much try and kick a field goal, and they end up hitting the field goal all the way from where Janikowski missed it from. 6-21, 51 seconds left. Matt McGloin throwing it to David Osbury. Gets a quick pass off to David Osbury. McGloin trying to make something happen. He ends up hitting Marcel Reese. And you know what? Marcel Reese might be utilized for tight end this month. We're going to see how he does during tight end. Greg Little ends up getting about a 15-yard pass. I hit a timeout. 19 seconds left. I'm trying to get something else on the board. Matt McGloin cocks back, and he ends up trying to hit Andre Holmes, and he gets a drop pass from Andre Holmes. Andre Holmes with an incredible catch in triple coverage with a timeout. I'm trying to kick a field goal. I'm trying to get some points on the board. Matt McGloin ends up getting David Osbury. Take a timeout. 3 seconds left. Kicks the field goal and gets on the board. We end the second half with momentum on our side. 24-6. The Oakland Raiders have a demanding lead over the Seattle Seahawks during halftime. Oakland Raiders, I'll let you guys check out the halftime report. Darren McFadden first scores on the first drive from Derek Carr. Then we have Greg Little with a touchdown, 14-0. Our halftime stats, 24-6. 219 yards to 26 yards, guys. That is a big time difference. 21 yards on rushing, only for Seattle. Darren McFadden's been a big threat this week, this game. Michael Rivera gets into the end zone. Everybody was getting into the end zone. We were having fun out there. Darren McFadden walks right in too. Everyone's getting on the game. Let's get back into the second half. The Seattle Seahawks have the ball, and they end up running it up the middle for about a 6-yard gain. 2nd and 4. Another nice little gain. First down. They are down at the 34-yard line. Tavares Jackson starting to move the ball down the field with the running game, and there was a big hole in the middle, but we end up catching it. Miles Burris with the tackle. Miles Burris still trying to compete with Seal Moore. Sealmore was out with the neck strain in real life, but right now he's been having a really good preseason. 1st and 10, Tavares Jackson does a read option and gets about, I think, 7 yards. 2nd and 3, ends up getting the 1st down, guys. They're moving the ball. They're having a successful run game with this possession. Tavares Jackson looking out to the side, and that's what he's been liking to do. I've been in zone coverage most of the time, but Keith McGill was there for the stop. Ends up finding another big hole for nearly a 1st down. 3rd and inches. Gets the 1st down and a lot more. Breaks the tackle, jukes our defenders, and Dowling ends up dropping him down. Oh, another big hole, and Dowling again with the tackle. Can they get into the end zone? 2nd and 3. Pitches it out to the side and wide open to the left. Touchdown, Seattle Seahawks. The run game was very nice for the Seattle Seahawks on this possession. They ripped us a new asshole. And Usama Young gets knocked on his ass. Touchdown, 13-24, 1st and 10. Completed pass for about 5 yards. Derek Carr's back in. This is the last quarter that he gets to show. And he ends up seeing a big hole in the middle and gets a 1st down real quick. We get dropped down at the 31-yard line. Derek Carr celebrating real quick, getting the 1st down, trying to find something, and ends up connecting with Marcel Reese, our team captain, on the 42-yard line. Maurice Jones-Drew tries to get something going in the run game, but he has not picked up the run game that well so far this preseason. Derek Carr looking for something on 2nd and 13 and ends up getting sacked all the way down. 3rd and 19 on our 34, and he connects with a nice pass. And 4th and 5, we're going for it. It's preseason. Let's see what Derek Carr is made of. And Derek Carr ends up running out to the side, and Derek Carr gets the 1st down. He's determined to get another touchdown or get some points on the board. Does a nice pass off to Maurice Jones-Drew for a slant up the middle. That's about a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6. Derek Carr throws it all a little bit wild. Tries to get connection to Andre Holmes. Doesn't work out in his favor. And another big hole, guys. I try to get a 1st down by running the ball with Derek Carr, and it ends up being 4th and 1. I try to hit a field goal. You know why I try to hit a field goal? Because Janikowski needs to get the rust out, and he wasn't having a good season so far. I end up hitting the field goal on the field goal post. Can you believe that? Check this out again, guys. It hits the field goal post, and it bounces in. Janikowski nearly misses another field goal, but it counts. They give it to us. 27-13. Terrell Pryor's back in the game. I think that's Terrell Pryor. No, it's still Tavares Jackson. Terrell Pryor is about to come in. The 4th quarter just started. First play of the 4th quarter. They get the 1st down. They're on our 35. 1st and 10. Tavares Jackson trying to break the lead or maybe get a win, but it doesn't happen. The Oakland Raiders, Jack Crawford, my boy off of Instagram, he ends up getting a nice stop on the play, flexing, showing the guns, having fun, fresh out of London. He's loving life in the NFL. 2nd and 15. They get a nice little pass up the middle for a slant. 3rd and 3. Still trying to get some points on the board. Gets to the 1st down. Nearly stopped by Kaluka Maeva. Drops back, trying to make something happen, and ends up throwing it into double coverage. Kaluka Maeva, he's having a really good game. He's pretty much been swarming the ball hawking everywhere on the field. Ends up getting a injury, and it's 3rd and inches. Talks back, and he throws it right to Marshawn Lynch. What the hell's Marshawn Lynch doing in the game in the 4th quarter? What is he doing? But he's loving it. He's back in Oakland, jumping around, having fun, that crazy ass. He knows what's going on with the town biz in Oakland. Kevin Burnett also having Kayleen Burnett is having a great preseason. He might make the starting roster. So far, I cut before this game. I made the 53-man roster. In the next video, I will show you guys the 53-man roster, who I decided to keep, who I decided to cut. 1st and 10, Seattle Seahawks. 5 minutes left of the game. Throws it into nowhere land. Don't know what that was about, but Terrell Pryor's back in the game. He's thinking he's the shit. He's thinking he's going to score. He's nearly at the edge of scoring. Terrell Pryor was injured earlier on this game, but he decided to get back on the field. Play action from Terrell Pryor. He's trying to find something, but of course, he's going to run and pick up the quick first down. Dives in, and he's loving it. Yeah, that's right, Oakland. Fuck all you guys. Fuck that shit. He thought he was the shit. First and goal. We end up getting a nice stop right there. Kaluka Maeva swarming all over this game. He's determined to stop. Second and goal on our 13. The run game is also getting stopped by Jack Crawford. Terrell Pryor trying to make something out of nothing, and he ends up throwing an incomplete pass. It is 4th and goal. Terrell Pryor is determined to get a touchdown right now, and he ends up getting sacked. And he did not get a touchdown, guys. Kaluka Maeva putting pressure. Matt McGloin didn't get much playing time in the 4th quarter, so he's determined to try and score again. Does a nice pass off to Marcel Reese for a 20-yard gain. He has the chemistry with Marcel Reese. Marcel Reese is the team captain. 1st and 10 on our 28. Matt McGloin ends up connecting to Andre Holmes with a nice spin move. Also a face mask at the end of the play. We get some extra yardage. Matt McGloin has all the time in the world, and he ends up connecting right up the middle for about 30 yards. Matt McGloin is determined to get on the board. Derek Carr got on the board a few times. It's Matt McGloin's time. He's trying to make something happen, and he ends up connecting for a big pass up to Marcel Reese. Marcel Reese was moved to tight end, and he is doing a great job at tight end, and we nearly get in the damn end zone right there. Bryce Butler has good chemistry with Matt McGloin, and it's showing. Here it is, Matt McGloin, 4th and goal. 4th and goal, guys. We have to get into the end zone. Darren McFadden runs it up the middle and just walks his ass right into the end zone. Touchdown, Oakland Raiders. We're making a damn dent in the NFL. We're showing that we could just ass rape the Seattle Seahawks. Look at DMC having fun. He knows he's about to start another season with the Oakland Raiders. Darren McFadden is having a very successful day today. Anyways, the Seattle Seahawks get the ball back. Terrell Pryor just launches it up in the air, and it is picked off, guys. The game is over. 33 seconds left. Chimdi Chekwa seals the game up, and that's it. So the Raiders go 3-1 in preseason. We have the New York Jets coming up next week. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to give a like. Matt McGloin and Terrell Pryor, they were ex-teammates. Matt McGloin showed them how it's done. Is it going to be Derek Carr? Is it going to be Matt Schaub? Or is it going to be Matt McGloin? You guys will find out next week. Thanks. Peace out, Raider Nation.